That was one of the things we figured this out probably for the first time about 18 months ago, and it's been like our secret sauce for a lot of our clients that gives them a really great longevity because you just kind of get best of both worlds.
We've had 40 new patients booked in just over 6 weeks, which is great, and that's increasing all the time.
And which is why I love Facebook and Instagram advertising so much, because it is like really instant. Hello everyone. We've got another client testimonial here. We have one of our wonderful clients from Alba Spinal Health Centres, which is Johnny, who is the practice manager. Me and Johnny, well, we've known each other for what now, like 6 months? Maybe no more than that, like 9 months.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, I think you cut out on me there, but yeah, it's been about 9 months now or so.
Yeah.
But we've only started working together about 2 months ago because it took a minute to be able to get you on board. But now we're here. We've had some really great results. So we're about a month and a half in, and we've had 40 new patients come through just the AlignFlow alone.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is that you guys have been running ads for a very long time now. Like, this isn't something that's new. Like, obviously for a brand new clinic, it's very easy to just get like a huge influx because their area's never seen a Facebook ad for a chiropractic clinic before. But for you, it's like you were just shifting agencies, but you still be able to see a really big influx, which is exciting. Looking forward to going through it. But yeah, welcome, man. How are you?
Thank you. Yeah, really good. Thank you. It's been really good, Dan. Like, with regards to, like you said, we have always had, well, I'd say always, probably in the last 24 months, been running the Facebook ads with our agency, which was good, and it was a steady flow of patients, and I think that we knew that we could kind of go to that next level, and that was, you know, nothing against the other you know, ones that we were using. That was great, and we got from it what we needed, but we were ready to take the next step. And I think my concern was in the early days how the transition is going to be, because you obviously as a clinic you're going to worry, are we going to drop in numbers? Are we going to take a hit for a month, 2 months? And you kind of, in the back of your mind, go, okay, if we do, we've really just got to maximise what we've got currently and really try to work and manage our pre-booking, so to speak, in-house. But I have to say that the transition period was as smooth as can be. It was really good. Communication was great, and we started seeing patients, I think, inside a matter of days, new patients, and then it slowly just progressed. Now, like you said, we've got 40 in less than 2 months, like a month and a half, which I believe is pretty much like uncalled. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're really happy with it. I think the most important thing is we're happy just with the smoothness of the transition and not having that lag.
I think it's like the most important thing is like getting, and which is why I love Facebook and Instagram advertising so much, because it is like really instant.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that try and sell people SEO, and it's like, oh yeah, in like 9 months you'll start to get some new patients from this. Whereas like with what we do, it can be really instant. Obviously the first month, and we tell you this, and that's probably one of the things I had this in the back of your mind as well, because we set good expectations, is that sometimes the first month's a bit slower, but the nice thing is for you is that you didn't have that, which is great, and it's just like, it's a nice little cherry on top to get you started really strongly. And now we can like go into building like a really long-term successful and sustainable marketing system for you.
Very true. I think that was the biggest thing, was setting the expectations from your guys at the start. You know, we've all been in the past of, you know, being told that it's going to be amazing, you're going to have like 100 leads a week, like this, like that. And you can just tell it's a little bit like, okay, right, well, let's see the wood from the trees here. But with you guys, it has been clear expectations, and we knew right from the start. So if anything, it's exceeded. Do you know what I mean? And it's just been true to us.
Which is exactly what we want. That's how we'd want to be, and that's how we want to operate. Just over delivering, which is great. And I'd like to go into like the specifics of what you feel like. So obviously you've mentioned like communications being good. I think what's been the biggest difference in terms of with your previous setup, and I'm going to say setup rather than agency, because you had like, I think you had two. You definitely had two off the top of my head. You potentially had 3 people doing now what we're doing. So what do you feel like is the biggest difference?
The biggest difference is just the communication. not quality and communication, I think, are the two. But with communication, obviously, whenever you've got a multitude of people, let's say 3 people plus us, it's very hard. All 3 need to really work together, and it's different when something, you know, we need to change instantly. It could take maybe up to 2 weeks, and by then it's lost. So I think for us, we have a direct line of communication to you guys at any time of the day, and we know we're going to get a response inside that same day. So via Slack, we can always jump on a call, which is really good. Like, you know, you guys are really accommodating and so forth. And I think just the quality, like, you can see the quality of the service that our patients are now receiving on the other end of the phone is a big difference from what we've had before. It's consistent, and I think that's the biggest thing.
Have you felt, and maybe it's a bit too early to tell, but have you felt that that's helped with conversion yet?
It's a little bit too early to tell. It's definitely helped with the booking procedure, 100%, and the guys know, you know, these patients know what they're getting when they come in, which is great. There's no like grey area. You know, we don't have to almost start from scratch. They have a basic understanding of what's going to happen in the consult, what's going to happen in the ROF, how that works. So it is it's easier transition.
It's kind of similar to what we do, right? It's just like all like expectations handling. Like we do it for our B2B, we're also doing it for you. Like people coming in with good expectations. That's really good to hear. I think for everyone watching, we won't go through like any names of people you're working with because I don't think that'd be fair, but it would just be interesting to go into like the setup that you had. So from my memory, and let me know if I'm wrong here. So you had one marketing company that was doing the actual ads for you.
Yeah.
Then you had another company that was doing the calling for you, but then you didn't have like one centralized place where you could have like tracking or like one direct person who was accountable, which is obviously now us. Like we're now, if something's not going right with the marketing, it's like you just go to Bailey, who's your client success manager, which is great, rather than like you go to one person, it's like, oh, we're not getting enough bookings. Oh, no, that's the other person. They're not sending us enough leads. And then they're like, oh, no, they're not calling them properly. And then you just got this mess of like, I don't know where this is going wrong, but I know it's going wrong. And then this is just really frustrating.
Yeah, totally. And that's what we had before, specifically when we were trying to even do screening days and stuff, trying to make sure that everyone is married up. And then if we get lots of no-shows on a certain day, then it's difficult to know where the block was. Was it on the marketing side? Was it on the lead call side? And because you're dealing with different people, it's difficult to get a true reflection, true accountability, but more so than that, what you can do better for the next time. So we don't have that now, which is great. Yeah,
I think some people wouldn't like it, but I really love that we're like directly accountable. So when it goes right, it's like when I'm on this call right now, fantastic. And then obviously not every time, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Like we need to make tweaks and need to learn, but then we actually do genuinely learn from it. When
you're working in a fast-paced clinic, and for us it's high volume, so time is really crucial for us. Time with the patients is crucial, but also time, we don't have the time to troll through what's going on, trying to find out, trying to get in contact with these guys, and then trying to arrange a meeting. And by that stage, it's like that's there's another issue. So what's really good is that it's instant. You meet our demands as a clinic with regards to our service. We need really good service. We need to provide really good service for our patients. We also need an instant answer or an instant tweak, and you guys can do that, which marries up really well with us.
Yeah, it's I'm so glad, like, because I remember when you came on board, I was like, okay, this is going to be an interesting setup, because it's like there was a lot of like more than anyone else probably we've ever onboarded, like so many moving parts. But I'm glad we've been able to centralize that for you. And it's the good thing about it is it only gets easier from here. Like you're only a month and a half in. We're still like getting to know each other and like figuring out your practice and how that integrates into our system. Like there's a lot of customizations and tweaks we can do going forward, so this will work even better for you long term. And we do screenings all the time for our clients, but for you, I'm pretty sure we're not even really pulling that lever just yet.
No, not yet. We're going to hold off on it. And I think because in the past we used to do a screening every 4 weeks, and I think when, like anything, like any ad that was going out, it just becomes wallpaper and people scroll past it because it's consistently at the same time, consistently with the same offer. And I think with your guys' advice, we've managed to stop that now. So the next time we do it, it'll have more impact, which makes sense.
It's so exciting because then you don't have fatigue of ads, which is exactly what we want. So when you can have 2 or potentially even 3, we might be able to get you to 3 working offers, so screenings, initials, and then potentially we'll be able to add something else in that will work.
Yeah.
It's like then you have consistency for years and years and years of your ads because you just cycle between those 3 offers.
Great.
Keep changing the creatives,
Yeah.
and then your ads are going to consistently pump leads. Obviously, throughout that, we'll have peaks, we'll have troughs, but you'll be able to have some consistency. Some campaigns will work better than others.
Yeah.
And I mean, just like it gives you such longevity, which is great. So I'm glad that we've been able to get initial consultations working for you, and then we got the screenings, which I know will crush as soon as we start running them because they are our best performing campaigns typically.
That's exciting for us today, and I think whenever we get over the summer holidays, we'll be looking forward to get them on in around September, October time, and seeing the results from that. Should be good.
Yeah, and you haven't experienced our upsell system yet. I don't know if Bailey's talked to you, or maybe not even me.
No.
So we will, like, our team will actually book people in, like they'll come in on a screening lead, but then we'll actually book them directly into initial consultation if they want to. But like our team, and Bailey can talk you through how our like script and framework works of how we do that. But it's really, really smart. Like it's something that we do that no one else can really do because our team are so good at that sort of phone consultation process because it's what we're doing all day, every day. So when we implement that, it's going to be big because that was one of the things we figured this out probably for the first time about 18 months ago, and it's been like our secret sauce for a lot of our clients that gives them a really great longevity because you just kind of get best of both worlds. Like you get the benefit of like great show rates because people are paying up front, which actually I think is another benefit of working with us because people weren't paying up front consistently.
No, we weren't taking deposits, so obviously then it was a lot of confusion then, and again when you're dealing with different people, different, so like we said, we had different things going on, so the communication got lost with regards to they weren't sure how much they had to pay, they weren't sure if that was for 1 session, 2 sessions, if that included treatment or didn't include treatment, and so it was a lot of, I wouldn't say battling, but sometimes it was with certain people because it just wasn't clear. At least now it's clear, it's concise, they pay the deposit, they know what they have to pay when they come in, and they know what that gets them. And again, I come back to the time situation, it gives us more time to be able to give that better service for the patients.
Which is what your team should be focusing on. It shouldn't be like doing like admin stuff about billing. That's a waste of time. But yeah, that's one of the cool things to be able to implement for you. So lots of like, even though we're having loads of success right now, we've got loads of cool things we're going to be able to run for you in the future to kind of give you that longevity. So what we'll hopefully be able to do in, I don't know, 4 or 5 months from now is we'll get you on because obviously this is a client testimonial, we'll get you on a client interview. You can share your experience because we'd have added another 10 to 30k per month to the practice in revenue, and we'll be able to talk about how that success has been. Yeah, we've got a lot of them on the YouTube channel already, so other people can check those out too. I would be curious to ask you, like, let's say someone's sitting on the fence right now thinking about working with AlignFlow, because obviously you were that and your team were that at one point. What would you say to that person?
I think it's always a little bit nerve-wracking if you're wanting to make the change. I think like what I said at the beginning, you're almost scared because you think you're going to take a hit, and that might be so. Like if you take a hit, then the quality's going to go up. So down in volume but up in quality. But I think as well, to be guided every single step of the onboarding process, that immediately eradicates any fear that you may have. So I think for anyone that is debating it, try it, because the worst that's going to happen is you'll just stay the same. That would be my thing. And obviously the best that can happen can be anything like what we said. We've had 40 new patients booked in what, just over 6 weeks, really?
Yeah.
Which is great, and that's increasing all the time. So yeah, I think if you're nervous, take it, the onboarding process, it will put you at ease. And as I said, what's the worst going to happen? It will just stay the same.
Well, Johnny, thank you so much for jumping on, man. I appreciate it so much.
Pleasure.
And yeah, we got a lot more success coming your way. And yeah, if you got any other final words, feel free to fire away.
No, all good. We're really happy with the service. It very much aligns with what we're trying to do, and it very much decreases the time that we have to do. We have to spend chasing and trying to implement things. That's all done by you guys, and it allows us to do what we do best, and that's to give that service to those patients.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, man.
Thank you, mate.